Here's a review of the Coleman Exponent 550 stove. It's a little single burner, I guess you would almost qualify it as like a mountain stove. I've had it for quite a few years and was one of the first real stoves that I've got. It comes in the Peak 1 Coleman aluminum pot set that makes a nice carrying case as well for it. Opens up so you get the stove on the inside here, and as you can see, it's got 3 legs here on the bottom that it'll sit on. The single burners on the top. The fuel container is right in the center here, and you can see the Exponent logo on there. The multi-fuel stove. It burns white gas, and if you switch the generator, which is right along here, you got to unscrew it and put in the other one. It's got a capability to burn kerosene, so that's handy, I suppose. You've got to pump it up, you've got to pressurize it as you do with any kind of Coleman stove. Seems like it's pretty pressurized already. And here's the control knob there for turning it on and off and adjusting the flame. It's got great flame control for simmering, and burns pretty hot, up in the 10,000 BTU range, so it boils up water quick in the 5-minute kind of range, depending on the temperature. What else? It's got enough fuel in there probably to burn for approximately 4 hours. So I'll check on that. Never really had any problems with it, and the good thing is a lot of parts you can get at places pretty easily wherever they carry Coleman parts, like the parts for the plunger here, and some different parts, or you can order them online. So parts are easy to get still, which is always a plus. It's always been reliable for me. I've never had any problems with it. It fires up good in the cold weather, so let's get this thing going. Move these out of the way. So I pumped it up. I'm going to put the legs down. It's got a little ring here that you can move around to adjust the leveling of the stove. If you're on a ground that just isn't level, you can adjust it a bit. So that's kind of nice. A handy little thing. So you set it down there, and we're going to fire it up. It's pretty mild out today, so don't need any priming. It should fire up pretty good. I'm going to flatten the ground down a bit there. There we go. So, if it was really cold, and I'm going to say like -10 or colder, then priming's always a good thing to do. And if you just pour a little bit of fuel in the burner pan, and then light the fuel, let it burn for a while, burn down, and then light it up, you're going to heat up the generator and get it going. And you do that pretty normally with mountain stoves like the Optimist and Primus ones. So you can as well with any of the Coleman ones do that, and it really does help in starting, so you don't get a big blazing bonfire when you turn it on and try and light a cold stove in extreme cold weather. So today shouldn't be a problem. It's pretty nice out, so it should light up no problem at all. Once I find my matches here. Oop, that didn't go as planned. The match broke. Cheap ones. Try that again. Always light the match first, hold it down, and see, even today -1, you've got a little bit of flame from the fuel going through a cold generator, and it's just spewing out cold fuel. But once it warms up, it'll get down to that nice good blue flame. Just takes a minute. I guess I could have primed it if I really wanted to. I haven't had this fired up in a long while, so it also could be dirty. Give it some pumps. Of course, gets it pressurized good. There we go, it's getting going. There we are. So you can see got the nice blue flame going around burner there. Going nice. That's on a high flame that you can see down on the control thing there. So it's going nice now. Now the nice thing about the pot set here is that it acts as a case and a pot set. So I'm going to put some water in it. I got some hot chocolate to make here, so I'm going to boil that up. The other part I haven't shown yet that comes with it is the clamp, the pot holder came with it, with the pot set that is, so don't really need it when it's cold, of course, but when it gets hot, always a handy thing. There we go. So that's the Coleman Exponent 550 multi-fuel stove. Good cold weather stove. Of course, any liquid fuel is always the best in cold weather. We're talking anything probably below -10 Celsius, where butane and propane and some of those kind of canister stoves, really the performance goes downhill, or they just don't work. The only thing left is white fuel, kerosene, liquid fuels, of course. So this is a good one, reliable. You can get parts easily anywhere at stores or online for sure. I haven't had any problems with it. Functions well. Nice little compact stove with a cook set, which are actually the hard thing to get these days, so if you can find one, they're great. And that's it. So I'm going to let that boil and have hot chocolate, and just one more shot there, you can see it. Boiling away, should take about 5 minutes. As you can see here, nice day in the woods. About -1. Maybe 4 to 6 inches of snow on the ground. A mild day today. We're on sort of a ridge line here. So nice day for coming out and doing a little stove review. And where's my dog? Hunter? Hunter! There he is. There's my hiking companion. That's it. Coleman 550 Exponent multi-fuel stove.